Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, back with another serving of to Lunatea's Vale, or Lunatea's Vale, or whatever. In the last episode we made it here to Joilant, or Joilant as my younger self would insist on misreading it for quite a while, only to have the first element that we'd collected stolen from us. So we've gone from having one element to being on the way to collecting the element of joy, to now having none again. Thanks for that. So then, Tat stole the element and split into two. We chased one, and naturally the first one that we chased was the wrong choice. It would have been either way. But now we need to go and chase the other half, the dark half of Tat, which, I mean, there's no difference other than aesthetic, I think, but anyway. Enough rambling, we need to get to the jungle slider. Which is an interesting level, as the title may or may not imply. I'll allow the game to do the explaining here, because it's been a while since I've seen this cutscene. Also alluded to in Dream Champ Tournament, I believe. Isn't it pretty? Now, I've seen a very curious bit of fan art of this level, and I'm not going to share it, but you know what, I'm not even going to talk about it, but it was interesting to say the least. It presented an interesting idea for this level, but I'm not going to talk about it because that was rambling. So, this is a hoverboard level, or as Super Alex 641 described it in one of our versuses, a waterboarding level. Not quite what that means, old Canadian of mine. But, yeah. Can't swim. At all. There was a whole world of water levels in Dream Champ Tournament, but that was explained by having a water submersible suit. In this game, we don't really get around it, we just have, well, it's a very interesting type of auto-scroll level where it's just automatic. I believe we've had sections like, well, we had a section like this in the Sea of Tears, where we were on land, but we've also had, well, sections of levels like this in, in the previous game, in Daughter Phantom Isle, but not an entire level given over to it. And this is one such level. You can hold against the direction you're going to slow down, and hold in the direction you're going to speed up, and, oh, very nearly missed that one. I was going to brag about how last episode was the first time that I didn't have to go back and redo a level at the start of the episode thereafter, by which I mean this one. Of course, because holding left means that you slow down and you're constantly moving forwards, there is a lot of room for error, so I may have to replay this level a couple of times. I have made provisions for this, and this section of the level appears on the demo screen of this game. Well, one of the demo modes is that part of this level. Are we being chased? I can't see what I'm doing. Don't give me full left and right control, you know I'm gonna... Oh, hello. We're being chased. Oh good, I was gonna say, if you have dream crystals flying at me from where the camera is, like coming towards me, then how am I supposed to life? I need to see the dream crystals in order to collect them. Fortunately, they thought of that. This isn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I was gonna say as it looks. It doesn't look that hard, but how was I supposed to avoid that? There probably was a way. Like, I'm not accusing the game of... Oh, that was lucky. I'm not accusing the game of being unfair, but I didn't realise I was in control. Now, luckily, you do still have the wind bullet here, so you can double jump if necessary. Bubbles pop automatically when you hit them, but if you do happen to just miss one, you can still hit it with the wind bullet, and you can fire behind you. So, Moment Doll Bells aren't necessarily as missable as they perhaps look. Like this one here, for instance. Don't fuck it up. I didn't fuck it up. Yay. Took a huge risk there by scratching my face with my free hand. But I don't have a free hand. Exactly. Now we have offensive cacti, which, judging by the pink nodes on them, I believe they can indeed be hit by enemies if you have one that's inflated. After all, this is Joilant, the Kingdom of Inflation. This area reminds me of Super Magnetic Neo, which I don't intend to let's play because it's hard as balls, but my good friend Austin on Sugar has done a let's play of it, and in fact that's how I met him. Well, I mean, he was doing that let's play and he made a joke about a teapot, and I commented on the video saying I had to pause the video to just so I could get over how much I was laughing, and that's the story of that. I laughed at his joke and we became friends, and that's a bromance in the making, I'm sure. Oh, I ship it. Apparently, I also speak Phantomillion. Oh, this level's so much fun than I remember. I don't remember it being unfun, of course, but I just remember this level being stressful as fuck because, of course, everything is missable. Because you're constantly moving forwards, and normally such levels are not to be of the enjoying. Because you have to time everything and dream crystals! Of course I missed one. I didn't realize until the last second that they were even there. They blended into the background. You there. I need to double jump and get this Domit Mole Bell Dab. Meow. Meow. I see you up there. I believe there are 2 more levels like... Ah, fuck. I just missed a whole swathe of them. Once again, they blend in with the background. There are, I believe, 3 levels like this in this game in total. This, of course, being the first of those 3. Am I going to seriously die? As opposed to, you know, just jovially... Nah, never mind. Just jovially die. You know, have an open relationship with death. Death with benefits. You there, moo. I would like to jump and grab. Just jump and grab. Not anything in particular, just jump and grab. I forgot I could hold back in this section to slow down. That would have helped with the dream crystals that I missed. I am the best at life. Oh yes. And similar to Joilant Fun Puck, I believe this section ends with a chase sequence with Tat, which we're about to be introduced to now, I believe, because there she is. But your other half is so flirtatious. It was clear about to bring that up, because... Does this cutscene change depending on which order you do the levels as well? That I didn't notice when I was playing it through as a child. Also... Shipping! Okay, so confirmed Tat is indeed a she. What is that face? See, now Tat's the one doing the anime faces. Enough being distracted with the love triangle here. On your way with your little catty face. And your adorable fuck. Well, I mean... Now, we have the Tat chase music. I believe this area is on loop. So it behooves you to hang back a little bit, at least, and try to get the dream crystals and the extra lives. And I believe there is... Yes, there is one more wom. Just wom. Woms? There is one Mommet Doll Bell in here somewhere, so we should probably hold off on catching Tat before we... You know, until we get that. Let me show you how you do that. I drum to the beat of my own machine. I drum that, drum that, drum that. Okay, now we can start chasing her in earnest. Although, is it this bit? I know at some point we're fed into a loop, at which point you loop until you catch her. I think it's this, but I don't know exactly where the loop begins and ends. Almost feels strange to be saying loop because that's French for wolf, and there are no wolves in this game. There is only the Cabbit. I call him Cabbit. Sounds a bit too much like cabbage, but cat rabbit. And Tat is sort of fucked off to the side. I don't think it's failable, it just loops. But that's fine. We weren't really trying. Yep, forward on, so we get blasted back up to the start. So you could do this bit ad infinitum if you miss dream crystals, just as long as you don't catch Tat. But obviously we're going to have to eventually, because we just at this point hold forwards and should run into her eventually. Also occasionally spam the wind bullet, because that's what we'll be using to catch her. And inflation and stuff. That is how we do. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Okay, I'll stop. But that is... I can't take that song seriously, mostly because of Lucajin. Come on, Tat, I'm like right here. I will grab you, and it will be glorious. Because tonight we can be glorious. I don't remember how generous the hitbox is, but clearly not very. Got you. That's what you get for stealing my stuff. So yes, in this instance, the Dark One was the real one, but... I'd imagine that this cutscene would have played out very differently if we'd come here first. I would show that off in this Let's Play, but, nah. Maybe at the end of the series I'll come back and show what the difference is, but for the moment I don't plan on doing that, but I don't know, I might. Any excuse to play more of this game because it is glorious. And what exactly... Are you trying to drop plot on us? In the same way that we're dropping you? Oh, a thing went boom. Also, Joilant during the day. You don't see much of that, apart from in this level, so enjoy it. Enjoy it. Obvious pun. Yeah, fuck off, Tat, we're done with you. Go and fuse. Go ahead and try to hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my minion is stable? So, if you've been following along with the order of this game so far, we had the Sea of Tears, and then Lalakusha, and then the Claire Moa Temple, and did the first element. And now we've got the first element back, but we've done 2 levels. You know what that means? We're going to go to the plaza and everything will be completely fine. Also, another Momot doll. First try. First fuck, first burp. I don't know if I mentioned, you can press the R1 button during a level and it'll show how many lives and Momot doll bell pieces you have. Now, quite why we can't just leave and go to Baguji's Island, I don't know, but we need to go and check out the plaza. There was a rather worrying explosionary noise, so we should probably go and check that out. It's not gonna be a boss! A Cetian. Also, the bell has been vandalized. Though quite how you intend to get the element out when you need our ring to do it, I'm not quite sure what you thought you could achieve, you faceless, flowery, floating fat fuck who floated in from the Pacific. Clearly this is Fulguran Alola form. No, it's Leptio the Flower Clown. I don't know why this boss's name stuck in my mind for so many years. This one on the right over here is Twirling, so I'm guessing that he's the one you should probably hit. I say he. It seems like the sort of boss where it's sort of a guess which one's the real one, at least partly. You're right there. Didn't think that would work. I thought it was just going to keep rolling. Until he stopped. I thought it was going to keep going until he stopped. And that was a terrible on my part. I did a bad. That was impressive. I thought you could only jump over him, but apparently you can hit him from any side. Oh, get Leptio, bringing the mass customization to the game. Yeah, you can't even touch me. I can Daredevil Comet this... fuck you. I was going to say I could Daredevil Comet this level, but evidently not. Because you decided to stop rolling. Yeah. What are you going to do about it, apart from roll around in the middle and totally not have a second health bar, as the bosses in this game tend to do? Come and get some. Oh, you popped my fup. I did wonder whether this tube was this or Wario World, because I remember there being a similar boss in Wario World as well. Potential future Let's Play? Maybe. Now, I believe that the haps here, also that is slightly pretty. I believe we just have to... Oh. They're doing a bell. The first... I don't remember... Rongo Lango, that was it, the boss of the first game. Not entirely obvious, but you need to knock him over. Which sounds like a Russian surname a little bit. But it looks like you can't hit him when he's all spiked up like that, but you can. You need to do that to knock him over onto his side and get him rolling again, and then hit him up the arse on his only exposed side. Expose him and then spank his booty. That is how you solve this boss. Bonk. That was a very generous hitbox there. Sort of making up for round one. Now, what with this being a boss, you would have thought that there'd be something I could do to make hearts spawn, just so I could heal up. But I mean, hearts are absolutely not a concern. Just considering the life. You know, swirl the life, eye the spot, dot the island, ice the tea, screw police, flip that car, I don't want a Jesus piece, but I want a Reese's piece of the Kit Kat bar. Also, you can, I forgot to mention the L1 and L2 buttons that make noises while is running. They do different things when you're flying out of the cannon, making him spin in various ways. And if you're standing still, he'll do the ring toss and catch, or just the pose. That was what that just was. Also, Lirina. I'm trying to work on my pronunciation of Fantabillion. And apparently we have been scanned. What data could you possibly need? It contains a priestess or a person from Phantom Isle and it goes shoop. What possible extra data could you need? And what do you tend to do with this data? You go to write a thesis on my ring piece. Well. Anyway. Candy Cane Rocket Lighthouse Dildo Tower. On the plus side, they've exposed the button. So from a distance, press the square button and it'll ding. And so, with that, we've reclaimed the Element of Tranquillity, and now we get the Element of Joy as well. So clearly, we've got the four kingdoms, the third element is bound to be just as happy. You know, we've had Tranquility, we've had Joy, next we're going to have sleep, and then food, because those are emotions. I mean, it's true. I mean, I feel things sometimes. Hungry. I feel hungry sometimes. Pobka, how can you talk about chickens? Yes, keep a tighter grip on your... Nope, not even going to make that joke. For fuck's sake, Lolo. God love this writing. Well fuckety done. Well, I guess I should save. This is all one episode, so I'll save it into all one slot. There's no point having a backup save halfway through an episode, I suppose. Well, I say halfway through at like 16 minutes, but still, that means we have time to check in with Baguji so we know what our next mission is. Oh, also, we have the moustache level. Because, if memory serves, the Maltese word for 15 is moustache, which sounds like moustache. So the Mommet House, I guess we can check this out while we're here. The timings just happen to work out oh so perfectly. Also, I didn't mention this, but I'm recording on my 3rd YouTuber anniversary. I was going to do a special video and everything, but there wasn't time because France and Germany revealed their Eurovision songs yesterday, so I spent all day going to university and then sorting out their reviews. I'm rambling! So, this is Mommet, the creator of the dolls, or so we would assume. You can see a picture of a doll in the background there on the right. There's a bathroom on the right. And he's a native Joilantian. And he's got... sleeves are a bit too big. He's a showman of memories. I would ask if you're quite sure if you fit in with this kingdom, but you're of the local species, and that's kind of spoiler territory anyway, so... I think this is... Time Attack? Well, this is a lot of things, but I'm trying to remember how many things there were. So, he calls them memory dolls, every other piece of documentation calls them Mommet dolls, that's what I'm calling them, because he is Mommet after all. Why? Oh, that's fair enough then. I don't know why you'd create dolls with the capacity for life and then the desire for more memories than that. But anyway, they are also fusions. They are the ultimate Ruby fusion. And we've repaired 4 of them so far. Of the 4 that we could, we've repaired them all. So, what you have here is the House of Horrors, which I believe is the boss Time Attack, and there's a scrapbook where, oh, apparently there is more than 150 in every level, and as long as you get at least 150, then it'll put something in the scrapbook for you. That's what I've been using for the end slates, where if you leave it late enough to watch these videos, then you'll see the YouTube end card thing hovering over them. But if you get to this video before those appear, then you'll see the scrapbook pictures for each level. And there are some that aren't for levels that I may end up using as well. But for now, plot progression. Also, Mommet will later have the sound test and something else as well. But all in due time. Where did those scrolls come from? I would say, how did you know, but you're a prophet. You foresaw it. Your clarity. I thought he was about to say OMG. Of course, this game predates the word OMG by about a year. This was like 2002, so never mind. Hi there, Rayman. Just occurred to me. Well, I mean, he has legs, so he's a half Rayman. He's a ray. He's a manta ray with a unicorn horn. So yes, our next destination is Volk, the Kingdom of Discord. No, not that Discord. The actual element of Discord. Yeah, I don't want to go into political commentary here, but Volk, the kingdom where the local mentality is we fight because that's what we do and what we have always done. So we're just sneaking underground. It's a shame because the music there, once again, simply top, but it's a very fighty place. And they fight because that's what they've always done and for no other reason. Political commentary, the level. Shall I mumble political commentary any more indistinctly? Like the phrase, not even actual commentary. But yeah, so that's what this fuck is off to the left. The walled nation of Volk, the Fire Nation, as it were. But yes, Volk, the Kingdom of Discord. And aesthetically, as a level, I love it because it's all kind of a little bit steampunky, a little bit punk-punky, but one thing at a time. We will go there in the next episode. For now, though, I have been, and will continue to be, Tessellating Hexagons. And this is Lunatea's Veil, and next time we'll be in Volk Hall for some Discord shenanigans. Not that kind of Discord, damn it! See you then.